A reprieve for the state of Illinois building in the Loop, also known as the Thompson Center. Governor J.B. Pritzker recently announced a deal to sell the love it or hate it state building downtown to the Prime Group for $70 million. The development firm plans to overhaul the Helmut Jahn design structure rather than demolish it and start anew as others had proposed.
We took a look at the problems that have plagued this building since 1985 when it opened. And those problems we found were very manageable. And actually the problems with the building really become the opportunities to make this building iconic and special and return it to the city inventory as a Class A asset.
And joining us to talk about the future of the Thompson Center are Bonnie McDonald, President and CEO of Landmarks Illinois, and Lee Bay, a member of the Chicago Sun-Times editorial board and an adjunct professor at the Illinois Institute of Technology's College of Architecture. Welcome both of you back to Chicago tonight. Lee, you've been a fan of this Helmut Jahn design building for a long time. Your reaction to this new plan?
You know, it very much is kind of a stay of execution by the governor for this building. I was surprised. I mean, you know, we always thought at the Sun-Times that preservation was the most economical choice, that it was unlikely for a developer to spend $200 million, as Governor Rauner seemed to believe, for this site, demolish it, and then spend, you know, what is a skyscraper these days? You know, almost $1 billion or more on the site. The numbers didn't work, so preservation made the most sense. But I didn't think they would actually do it, retain the building. And now that it has, you know, pleasantly surprised. Some mixed feelings that we can talk about, but on the whole, pleasantly surprised.
I mean, there were even wild ideas thrown out there like an indoor water park. Bonnie McDonald, I don't know how serious that ever really was. Bonnie McDonald, this was no sure thing. So how do you think preservation won the day in the end?
Well, I think preservation won the day because it was the reasonable option. And when you look very pragmatically at Mike Reschke's comment that he made, it's talking about time to market. Reusing a building actually allows him to get this property back on the market more quickly. And it is more cost effective because you can reuse this material, you can create more jobs. It just makes sense, as Lee was talking about.
And Lee, it's been a controversial design. You either love it or you hate it. You love it. Why do you believe it is worthy of landmark status?
You know, it like all good buildings, it captures a moment in Chicago's history. And of course, is a work of a stellar architect. And really, although, you know, the building, you know, has all the controversies that we all know, but this building really helped set Helmut Jahn's career on the path of greatness, if you will. And, you know, this was, imagine government buildings before the state of Illinois building. They had the Daily Center, which is a fantastic building, City Hall, and then this comes along, open, transparent, colorful, kind of symbolizing a new Chicago in a way. And I think that is worth capturing, that's worth preserving, and worth talking about.
Very, very populist-oriented building with the open design there. Bonnie McDonald, so this deal has the state paying a net of $70 million over the long term. I mean, they get $70 million up front, but then they pay $140 over time to keep their offices here. Is this a good deal for taxpayers? And we should note that the developer will pay for all of the renovations, whatever that's going to cost.
Well, I think that's important. What you just mentioned, Paris, is that the developer improves the building and returns, as he said, a Class A asset to our community. So not only do we get to keep a portion of that and the profits going forward, essentially, the state can still locate its offices there, a portion of the offices, where we have excellent transit access, where we have this amazing space that's inspirational. So absolutely, this is wonderful for the taxpayers and for people who love our skyline as well.
Lee Bay, I've spent a lot of time in that building over the years chasing down political figures for stories. I know the problems full well, carpets, water damage, heating and insulation problems, but tell our viewers the things that really need to be upgraded.
Well, you know, certainly the mechanical systems will have to be upgraded. I think Reschke's plan calls for putting a new exterior glass skin on the building, the one that doesn't have so much solar gain. You know, those kind of things, you know, which, you know, for a 30-year-old building, you may have to do anyway. So, I mean, the state suffered through this, but it's reached a point age-wise where these are the things you have to do to a building almost anyway. I mean, I remember the Daily Center having to go through reglazing when it turned 40. Me and the Daily Center are the same age. The Daily Center and I, we both got creaky at about 40 or 35 or 40. So this kind of thing happens.
I'm closing in on that, Lee Bay, so knock on wood that things go all right. Bonnie, you know, one of the other notable features from spending time here, and I think this might have been by design, but if you go into the governor's office, you can hear everything that's happening in the building down in the in like the atrium. You've got maybe the Jesse White tumblers are performing there. That was kind of a thing that we always noticed about that building. What is a modernized Thompson Center going to look to you?
I think what we've seen so far from the architects, which is Jan, and that is the firm of Helmut Jan. So it's the original design firm that's coming back to, I think, give us a new vision for that and to, in fact, bring forward some of Helmut's original vision for this building. So we're still going to see that amazing atrium, that awe-inspiring space that you just watch people walk into that building, they look up and they look inspired. So we will keep that, but as Landmarks Illinois had put forward, to actually put a new skin inside the atrium so that it's easier to control the heating and cooling. So it still maintains that transparency that Lee mentioned, the transparency of government that was intended to be evocative in this building. We also have that wonderful plaza feeling. You can still access the CTA station, and it really does maintain the exterior to a great degree as far as the design intent was concerned. We might see a new skin, as Lee said, but you still got the original intent of the building.
And we should note for our viewers that Helmut Jan tragically died earlier this year in a bike accident in Kane County. Lee Bay, he really wanted this building to be preserved. What do you think he would feel about this deal?
You know, I would love to be in a position where he was in a position to ask, right? Because there is a bit of a disconnect by my eye from the schematic renderings that were presented to the media by Reschke and the interiors and the kind of approach that Helmut took. Was it 2 years ago, Bonnie, when he worked with you guys, where in his vision, a lot of the color was preserved and that kind of thing. I didn't see that in this, so I wonder, but I'm hoping that, you know, we're just seeing an early glimpse and that ultimately it'll tilt the right way as work goes on.
All right, Bonnie, you want to jump in on that since Lee mentioned that you had worked with him on that?
We did. We worked together to try to find a solution that would reuse the building in a way that, again, benefited the taxpayers, was a win-win for the city. And we brought forward this idea of maintaining the colors, possibly adding a tower, as we had mentioned. So I think Lee is right that we're going to take a wait and see approach in how this design continues to evolve. But we've really taken this moment to celebrate the big picture. This building, as Lee said, we tried to be optimistic, but it was really tough to be optimistic about a reuse of this building along the way of this request for proposals. So, you know, we were thrilled to see that this building is going to be reused from not only its architectural significance, its historic significance to the people, but also from a sustainability standpoint as well, and keeping that CTA station running. It's just a win-win for everybody.
All right, very interesting deal, and we'll follow as this deal closes. And our thanks to Bonnie McDonald and Lee Bay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paris.